I am Benoît Sokal, the creator of Syberia, and we are at the GDC, okay, in San Francisco, to speak about Syberia 3.
Now, looking back, when you first started this franchise, did you ever think it would get this far?
Never. When you begin a big project or a little project, you don't see what will happen after.
So what's it like for you seeing so many fans of your game play it and just enjoy it and experience this character in this world that you created?
It's difficult to understand because I'm coming from the comics. My first job was make comics. It's not exactly the same public. It's not so important. It's very abstract for me, the public of a video game. I see it by the forum, perhaps, the exhibition, the GDC, this sort of thing. But it's very complicated to see, yes, it's my public, it's a big public or a small public. It's not a question for me.
So talk about what you learned from your previous game, Syberia 2, and how you improved and added on to Syberia 3.
I learn nothing. I make the same mistake. Because each project is a very new project, and with not the same guy at the same place. Different guy, different studio. The technology it's not the same. It's not good to think that yes, today I say what I must make. It's a mistake for me. You must, in the beginning of a new project, you must say, I learned nothing for the past. I must discover a new project, a new story, a new technology, and
So what are some of the challenges when making a game for literally the entire world to enjoy in multiple languages with different people's cultures and all that stuff?
Oh, it's very difficult. If you think that, for example, American people don't have the same sensibilities that European people, you cannot make nothing because in Europe, French people are not the same that Italian people. It's not the same that a European of the north, and perhaps Norvège, Russian people. Siberia, it's a big success in Russian because Siberia, Russian. But I don't know why. I don't know why.
Do you think it's because you tell very good stories and that stories are universal? Anyone from any culture can enjoy a good story.
What is a universal story? It's very difficult to. I cannot say to you what's a universal story. Perhaps it's an American story, because it was the most. The biggest influence, cultural influence in the world. It's a story of love, perhaps, a story of an adventure, a danger. It's difficult.
So talk about the story in Siberia 3. What's happening in this game?
The most important thing when I began to write Syberia, the most important thing was a vision of Chernobyl. For me, it's an amazing place in the world. Because what? Because it's in Europe the biggest natural reserve of Europe. It's a paradise today. It's like a paradise. You see many animals, the biggest animals, who wandering between fêtes foraines abandonnées. Because Chernobyl was a mix between central and a park like a sort of Disney World of the East. It was a mix, and all these surroundings are envahis par la végétation.
So talk about what it's been like working on the game so far. You're close to releasing as well. You're coming out this year. Are you excited? Are you happy? Is there a lot of work to be done?
I am afraid. I'm very stressed. I'm afraid because I see all the detail, the bad detail. I cannot say, oh yes, I have made a good game. It's not possible for me. Never. It's not my job to say d'être satisfait, to be satisfied.
It's not his job to be happy.
I am afraid.
So when you're making a video game, unlike a comic or even a film, user feedback is a lot different. You have to have people play it to make sure it's, the story continues forward at a decent pace and that they can figure out the puzzles and that's not too easy, not too hard. Unlike making a comic where you're just telling your story and that's it. As an artist, how do you feel that expands your palette?
For me, it's a new way of to write a story, to tell a story. It's a new way because before it was very simple. When I was young and I write comics, it was very simple. You are a guy who go at of point A to a point Z. It was simple. And cette nouvelle manière d'écrire avec des possibilités, des ouvertures multiples, ça casse tous les schémas qui permettent l'émotion, etc. Donc il faut en réinventer d'autres. Because for me, the most important in a video game or a comics or a book, it's to make emotion. It's easy, for example, in a movie to make emotion because it's, the time is very, très dominé. On domine le monde, la temporalité. In a video game, it's not the same. You cannot be the master of the world. On ne peut pas dominer on ne peut pas guider le joueur comme on guiderait un lecteur.
You can't control a player like you control a reader or someone watching a movie or TV show.
Et donc c'est plus difficile de créer chez lui de l'émotion, du rire, des larmes, de l'intérêt que dans un roman. Donc il faut écrire le jeu vidéo différemment.
So we've seen a lot of forms of entertainment come and go. We've seen, you reading, obviously comics, then you have film, television, and video games. And now we're getting into VR. As an artist, what do you think that will open up for you creatively in making your next game, if there is a next game?
I am fan of TV series because it's interesting. The construction of a TV series, it's interesting. With It's not the same rhythm than a movie, and perhaps I will be inspired by that for a next game. The idea for the next game is to open very.
The game April comes out April 25th, very soon. Are you excited? Or are you still scared?
You must be afraid. I am very happy to make video game. It's my job, and it's a very amazing job. But when you are a creator of video game, you must be always afraid. If you are not afraid, you don't make a good job, because you are installed in comfort zone. It's not good to be in a comfort zone.
So if you were allowed to do a reboot of the series as a TV show, would you want to do that?
Yeah, oh yes. Yes, the movie, yes.